Hello, I'm GPS, and today's episode is going to be Alex with Windows sounds in the background. Yeah. Alright, so today's episode is kind of like a warm-up for what's going to go down next week with like the dominant heavy style loadout, which everybody seems to be using, and that's kind of why we're looking at Alex's style today. In case you don't know, Alex's was one of the best heavies, probably still is. He's kind of retired, I guess. He played on SNST, Europe's best team, until this last final where they finally got beat after being like undefeated for like forever. So we're gonna look at a match featuring this team. We're not gonna pay as much attention to who they're playing or something, but you might, the few of you who actually follow, you know, competitive Highlander stuff might actually know who their opponents are, but that's not the focus. We're just going to focus on how Alex plays and why he is so damn solid, yeah. So let's see if we can find him. Yeah, here's our man. Alex has no hat, has none of that. So that is what we're going to be looking at. Whoops. Yes. So the round has just started. We will use the outlines as we can. We can just fast forward really quickly until the gates open. So Alex is using the dominant loadout for heavy, which we see are the most popular right now. It's the combination of the minigun, sandwich, and the gloves are running urgently. That seems to be the most dominant loadout these days. And we're just going to see how Alex uses this. So already Alex just runs ahead all by himself pretty much, and flanks and kills the demo pretty much immediately without any risk of his medic dying, because he's actually all alone there. So that is pretty good. Kind of doing a bit of roamer thing in the beginning. That is pretty good to do if you are attacking. You can actually do that quite easily, because when you're on blue you have shorter respawns and you can kind of hurl yourself at the card here. So his team is doing very well, and you can see that one thing that you'll note with Alex is that he checks his back constantly. And I don't think he gets backstabbed a single time during this game here. Of course, the enemy spy being a big homer. A previous teammate of mine, a pretty good spy. But Alex just never gets stabbed. He hardly ever gets killed as well. And that's because his style is just so rock solid. Like, you can't. Like, he will, like, you see there? Just the little things like that. Just a little turn. So, he's probably going to be checking his back right now. Well, he's going to be taking a teleporter, and then he's probably going to check his back right now, I think. He should. Oh, yeah, there you go. Little check. Stuff like that. Just tiny little flicks like that will actually prevent you dying from spies a lot more, and it will increase, like, your game sensitivity. Because Alex has been playing heavy for as long as he's been alive, actually. He was born a heavy with the keyboard into Team Fortress 2, and they were like, you have to play heavy now, you're gonna be the chosen one. And he was like, yeah, alright, cool. So if I could just alt-tab out here, that'd be great. Yeah, there we go. So, whoop. There we go. So already we're seeing that he has 6 points. Uber popped, just gonna go in here and chew through everything. He has absolutely full control of everything. There's no spy behind him. Well, there is a spy, but let's see what happens. The spy is behind. You can see he's coming up. Oh, he's coming up. Gets the stab on the medic, and he instantly turns around, having really, really quick reflexes, and that's important as you're heavy, because as a heavy, you know, when you get heals, you can see the heal beam, and your reaction time to whenever the medic suddenly stops healing you or takes a lot of damage is very vital. As a heavy in general, just paying attention to that. So very nice reaction time there by Alex. He's also going to be using the gloves running urgently to run faster and refill his ammo and sandwich supply. And he's currently now all alone in the front. His teammates eventually coming up there, but he's just going to go a bit of a roaming action. Sees a soldier on the high ground, and this is important. He sees the soldier, and he's like, well, soldiers are good at shooting down, so I'm just not going to engage that. So we did a nice little thing there, just did not engage the soldier whatsoever. When the soldier's in the stairs, do not engage as a heavy all by yourself, because the soldier will kill you pretty much every single time. Checking for sticky jabs, checking his back once again, just kind of waiting for that Uber to come up from his friend there, the sucker, a very good medic as well. And they have Uber here, and notice that Alex hasn't died yet. And he hasn't even been remotely close to dying either, so they come in here, they just waltz in, the Pyro does some air blasting, he turns around, shoots the Pyro, focuses the Heavy, Scout comes in, kills him as well, just mows through absolutely everything. The Spy can't really do anything, it's just run right in front of him. Dweek with the headshot on Mark. Goes down, we can see Alex and his team just looking pretty much unbeatable. And then they win, yay! Team switch, defending. So that was him on attack, very ballsy. Didn't die a single time on offense, and he wasn't playing super conservative either. He's just playing very, very aggressively. And his positioning was pretty much spot on. So now they're going to defend this round here, and you can see he's just in the back, being a ghost. And this is something we don't see heavies do enough of in Highlander, and that is sort of working as a beacon of regrouping. Because when he stands in the back here, like, why is it good to stand here is because a spy can't kill you unless he decloaks here, which you'll hear him, or he has to come from this way, which you'll notice because you'll actually stand in the back, or he can just come right in front of you. So Alex got this down. Pretty much, you see, checking his back, turning around, and checks his back once again, even after he sees the spy, just to see if there's anything coming on the flank here. Just slight little flicks like that, and he just stays on top of everything, and he has absolute full control over everybody is. And that's something you should do as a heavy. Not enough heavies do that. And then he takes out the other heavy, and he checks his side, and eventually gets killed for the first time by Beaver, a sniper. Hard counter to heavy, which is fine. Being killed by your being killed by your hard counter is absolutely fine, nothing to worry about. Because as the heavy, you know, you're fat, slow, and your head is big, and the sniper is pretty easy to shoot you when you're spun up. So he's kind of just standing in the front, and he's going to retreat back. They're not going to hold this too hard, it looks like. And this is also nice. Look at this. He has a half health. The medic's like, well, I gotta heal the demo man because he's gonna be in the front. And Alex, he's just smiling, and he's like, alright, cool. I'll just stay at half health and not call for medic and just stand here and just wait. And you can see he waits for a long time, actually, not being healed, and then he's being healed again. And that's also healing priority, is when the heavy just stays around and isn't like the main focus, because Alex wasn't really in any kind of position to take any additional damage, so he could just stay at half health, no problem. He doesn't need to stay at that constant 4,500. 450 health, yes. Heavies have 450 health when they're full healed. Soldier jumps right up against him and is being taken out quite neatly. So he's just hanging out around this dispenser all by himself with the spy on the side, and constantly flickering to the side to see if anything comes up. Nothing can really get past them at this point, so Alex is doing a very solid job. Nothing too fancy, very solid, just waiting, being patient. Doesn't even need the heals, because as a heavy you have 300 health. And that is pretty good. So we're going to have Alex just still hanging out here for a while as he speeds things up. So he shoots and falls back, and low health, retreat to the health pack. Got the health back. His medic is dead, and he has the choice to either fall back and eat a sandwich, or let's see what he chooses. He chooses to, he's going to engage this pyro over here, and actually takes him out here, currently on fire. He's going to eat the sandwich. Scout comes in, and he should be dead right now, and the scout takes him out, Abra. So he was kind of overextending, and they actually won there, so there we go. That was a very quick round indeed. Not a lot they could do. So now teams have been switched around and stuff like that, so we're going to be looking some more at Alex. And still, once again, in this spot, very, very solid. Not a lot, you know, the enemies can do about it, except being shot in the face, trying to move this fat glob of absolute ownage, who's actually a ghost still, because that's how Source TV works. Oh yeah, speed up. Gates are open. Yes, good. So he's just hanging out. Nothing's happening. His sniper friend goes down to the other sniper. And I also watched the other point of views from the usual heavy killers. And the usual heavy killers in the game are the sniper, the spy, and the demo man in Highlander is usually what kills the heavy most of the time. So I watched those three cams on the opponent's team, and Beavern, the sniper for the other team, not SNSD, couldn't like the only times he got a clear shot on Alex died. It was like three times, I think, he had a clear shot. And Big Homer, the spy, kind of didn't focus him that much. So I think he could have focused him more if he did, but Big Homer was just focused on other things and being very shut down a lot of times. And the Demo Man just was focusing on other things. The Demo Man wasn't really targeting the heavy. He was working more on sentry rigs and space control like that. The area control. Lockdown and all that stuff that, what the fuck do you call it? Area denial. You deny somebody an area to go through. Yes, that's what the other Devilman did most of. So once again, we're in the same spot we were before. Alex now in the front and has the 450 heals, and he actually is going to get a bunch of them here. He's being in the front, and actually Uber popped here, so nice positioning here, standing around the corners, using those to his advantage. That is something you can steal if you want to play heavy and just kick absolutely ass on a pub server and you have some medic friends, or you yell at somebody over voice, because people they just love being yelled at in pub servers and being told what to do. People just love that. So you can do that as a heavy and then be a boss and just do that. So far we've seen Alex constantly flicker around, so no spy has really been able to get the drop on him that much. And you see Alex, he knows he's in the corner and he gets away. Does not think he's a dead ringer though, so nice little trickery work there by Big Homer, escaping at only 4 health. That is pretty good indeed. So, what I really want people to notice with Alex is that he stays in combat and in like really forward positions even when he doesn't have overheal, which is something we don't see enough heavies do. Like, they always feel they need that 450 health to like be able to do anything, but you can do a lot with just 300 health as well. You just have to position yourself more carefully. And here comes the spy. The spy's over there. Oh wait! Alex just turned around at any point in time and just denied that spy. So that was excellent work by Alex once again. And you can see, like, he has this really good rhythm, and he knows the timings of when the spy is gonna hit. So he always are aware, and he hasn't been stabbed once yet. And then Beavern got a clear shot on him. It was a one-on-one. Beavern came out on top, killed Alex the way it should be, because snipers are indeed good at killing heavies. So nothing out of the ordinary there. And you see, he can't catch a break. Alex is just on top of things. He just has full control. Kind of a misstab or something, but Alex still stayed alive. And that's not the first time this happens this game. And now he's on the high ground advantage, and he is just defending. He's going to wait for his opponents to come to him. He's not going to bother going down. And I got to be careful about Demoman, though, because Demoman are actually pretty good at shooting up. But he has that overheal, and he is looking pretty fine right now. Kills a scout. He is literally on top of things. So here comes a little Uber push from the attackers. Alex just jumps down. It's like, yeah, well, you can push that Uber. I'm just going to go down, and when your Uber's over, I'm just going to go up and try and kill you. Big denied here by Pyro with the air blast. However, the Pyro doesn't back out of there, and the Pyro just dies. And then he has his medic, the Sucker, healing him once again. And they're back to where they were. Scout coming in here, getting a bit of help from Linus. They're a very talented soldier as well. Taking out that Scout. And now he's on the high ground. He's looking strong. Kills the Demo Man in a 1-1-1 fight. His tracing and aim is pretty much flawless. And the only way you can really stop him is to have a sniper kill him, but the sniper can't get a clear shot on him at all, because when I watched the Beavern cam earlier, Beavern mostly killed snipers, scouts, and pyros. That was like the main 3 things he killed this game. The reason for that is that I'd say his sniper style is very scout-oriented. And if you play very scout-oriented sniper style in Highlander, it doesn't really pan out that well, because you won't get the power classes as much as you should. So that's probably one of the reasons why Alex isn't being focused by the sniper, because the sniper could actually peek up here. Like, from this little edge at any point in time, you can just go up, peek, and just shoot Alex. He would have a clear line, but he's, you know, elsewhere. He's, like, on the side here with this racer backing. Doesn't really do anything. So that's kind of unfortunate there. So his weakness would be to just at any point in time flank him with a sniper and shoot him. And if you get Alex, a lot is done. He's actually pretty good at strafing too. His movements is very unpredictable, because I tried to snipe that guy as well. And he's a bit harder than the average heavy you'd meet in a Highlander match, even in the top tiers. So once again, they're just holding here, just going to fast forward because this is going to take a while. Now he's deciding to peek a bit and just retreats without really taking too much damage. Keep in mind, if you want to help your medic build Uber, take some damage and then retreat if you're not a damage building class here. So yeah, we have an Uber from the attackers coming in here. Doesn't really do all that much to Alex and his position, but oh, his medic goes down. He did not pay attention for a split second there. Pyro got in and actually killed his medic. You can't be on top of things 100% of the time, but we have Alex. Look at this positioning. He's on the high ground, doing a lot of damage. He's on 24 health. Eventually gets taken out by a big homer because he can actually see his health. But look, he's smiling even when he's dead. Such a no, wait, now he's sad. Okay. And the clock's ticking away. Alright, so he respawned, ran back up here to the same spot he's been throughout this entire hold. He's just been hanging around here, even with low health, still just hanging around. And doing fairly well. Checking around, nothing there. Checks his back, nothing there. Does a little spy check, checks if there's any spies sitting around on crates. He's going to peek once again, check his back. And now they probably have some comms coming out, there's Uber coming in, so that's probably why you can see some like drastic behavior changes to Alex. Is when the enemies are pushing and stuff like that. But now he's holding down this high ground all by himself, actually takes out Abra once again. The Demo Man is up top. He takes him out, and they're pushing the cart here. He's in a good spot to just mow down everything. Gotta be careful about his back, because there's a spy might be there, but the spy's actually in front of him, so never mind. And he just, look at this! He's just hiding behind the cart. Then the soldier comes in, and he's just blocking, stalling for time, gets taken out by the sniper. As we've established earlier, that is fine. And he's now back on the cart, actually. He's the ghost man on the cart. Nothing, he's like, none shall pass! And then nobody did pass, because he said so. So, not too much is happening at this point in time. We have Beaver taking on Cube, the engineer. So Alex just pulling out 1 health. He has a health left, and then he gets taken out. And then he dies, and the enemy team captures, and they're gonna have to beat this time. So finally, we see the other team aren't just being as easily rolled. There's actually more resistance now. It's gonna be this round, so it's not gonna be as short where Alex just doesn't die a single time and just mows through everything. But last round, we saw him kind of just go all Rambo solo in the beginning. We're probably gonna be seeing him doing that again with this loadout, which is of course it's a sandwich, gloves rolling urgently, and the minigun. But this time the Demo Man knows he's gonna come there, so it's not as effective, and he actually gets taken out by the counter Rubu. But they did get the force. And the force is strong with this one, which is always good. So now they're going to move out with this medic, because keep in mind, on blue you can kind of just hurl yourself at the opponent and die because your respawn time is short. Actually turned around and killed the spy there. That's actually really good reaction time. Alex probably is very wary of spies and spy sounds and stuff like that. Has an overall pretty good game feel, as he's constantly checking his back and checking around. And because he does that, he will always see how his teammates are behaving movement-wise. So that means if there's a spy, he will see it, no problem. Easy operation.
Easy operation.
So he's gonna go up there and he's like,
get it on.
Get it on, yes. Repeating what he says, because that makes it cooler. And one thing I want to point out right now, that in the spot they're in right now, he's over there. Can I? No, it can't. Okay, good. I love this demo system. Alright. So, right now they have a lot of space they can actually move up here. A lot of unoccupied space. There's only a sniper here. Beaver actually got a triple kill there, I think, or he will. And the good thing about this is that they're actually pushing with the cart. Spy is pressuring the medic, actually gets the force off, so that's nice work by the spy there, and they're just going to do whatever they can with this Uber. I also like that he threw the sandwich while Ubered at the medic. That is something that is very nice, and everybody should do all the time. Keeping that sandwich for your medic is extremely good. Keeps help staying your medic alive, yes. And now he has less than 100 and full health. He actually has half health, but he just goes and grabs a health kit. Chances a scout in 6s, and he's not going to push on his own and finally gets that overheal. So, yeah. Also, playing comfortably when he doesn't have full health as well. Unlike a lot of heavies that would just immediately fall back when they're low on health. Catches the other heavy out of position and just kills him. And this is something we also don't see a lot of heavies do. Just stay in the back and just do little chip damage. This actually helps a lot. And he didn't check his back there. Probably because the spy is down for the other team, actually. So he doesn't need to check his back that much. Broder Zebozai kills Alex. Alex dies, but he's back. Goes through a teleporter, and he's back in the action again. And then he dies again. Then he respawns, and he goes through a teleporter again, and once again he's up here. His favorite spot on this map, I guess. So just staying on top, doing the chip damage, just reducing overheal from whoever he can. Something I highly recommend everybody do. So once again, he's going to be poking up here all by himself. And he's kind of out of position. I guess he's going for like a suicide drop or something like that. Can't really get the angle or anything. He can't beat these heavies simply because the other heavy has overheal and he doesn't. He's going to try and do something with the medic. Can't really do it. And he's really low on health. And he's like, well, might as well have a sandwich. And then Big Homer's like, sup, I'm just going to shoot you. There you go. You're dead. But now he's back. Once again, through the power of fast-forwarding binds. Kills the other heavy once again. Checking his back. So all that we see is using this loadout like any other heavy would. Using the gloves running urgently to reposition yourself, and the sandwich to heal, and just minigun. And we see that this is a very, very powerful combination. Because it helps your team stay alive and it helps you run around for get even position more. We still haven't seen Alex run out of ammo, which is something we see happen from time to time, and that's just because he's really good at picking up fallen ammo and like shrapnel from buildings and stuff like that, so he never really runs out of ammo. So once you get that down, and then he gets killed by Beaver and the Sniper, which is fine. He hasn't been killed by anything else, for that matter, other than the Sniper and sometimes the demo when he's been overextending. So now teams have been switched. He's going to be the... No, wait, he's over. It's over. Woo! Alright. That was Alex. I think he's retired. Or so he says. Very heavy style. Very solid. Very good. So in order to summarize what we just seen, so to incorporate this into your own playstyle, you gotta pardon me because I have like this. I drank out too much orange juice and now like my back of the throat hurts. So whenever I move my jaw, it's like really painful when I talk. So this has been a painful experience, but I do it for you, so you can learn to be better heavy and just kick more ass on pubs, or even Highlander or sixes. I actually think Alex played a season of sixes purely as heavy and actually did. He did play. I'm not sure if he did well or bad. I'm not sure. But we see that the sandwich and the GRU and the minigun is a very viable weapon combination, indeed. And that's why we're going to be doing that next week, like I said. And the week after that is the spy shutdown. Keep in mind, if you want me to like do some mentoring things of your style, like if you have a certain problem, if you keep dying a lot in Highlander or any other things, we can take a look at your style and make a mentoring episode out of it if you so desire. Other than that, that's not a lot. I will be casting later today. I will be casting the UGC Platinum All-Stars. It's going to be happening. There's a lot of my teammates from Spirits in the Shell there, so that's going to be cool. What else? Yeah, I have a Steam group you can join. There's also a donate button below the stream if you think I'm worth any money. You can actually throw money at me if you so desire. You don't have to. So also check out YouTube for the rest of the videos and the rest of the guides and all that stuff. And thank you for watching. And I will see you